At the moment, Durk is the only thing that matters to me, Lil Baby stated today. Take it easy on the man. This is how he responded when his father informed him that Durk would be released on bond. Since this was his third try, his attorneys presented an offer that was too good for the judge to turn.
The courtroom for the bond hearing for my son, at least for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's going to give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you, and inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
When Durk's evidence was dropped by the prosecutors, consequently, he was given a date of release, according to a report. The prosecutors read the evidence against Lil Durk in front of the judge during his court appearance today, declaring that they are willingly throwing it out. What impact will this have on the remainder of his bond hearing? They got a natty. Go get a location, go look on the news, and see your son screaming, "No, no, no." The lyrics displayed Quando Rondo's real news report.
Now the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
Because this wonderful proof is being thrown away. However, they revealed it to the judge and everyone else in the courtroom before dropping it, so he will undoubtedly be considering it when he makes his judgment. Charleston White, however, declined to respond at all.
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
Protested the proposal. But Lil Durk's attorney, Drew Finneling, would disclose the date of his release and the specifics of the prosecutor's destruction of their own case.
The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, it shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty for the through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
He claimed that since they can no longer utilize music against him, the prosecution's case is getting worse. His attorney, however, would now dismiss the accusations as baseless, claiming Durk was only the subject of poetic proof. They have stopped using it all.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Ak. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact, and that was it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
A few days will pass before the judge decides whether to release Durk, because Lil Durk had a problem. Let me clarify. They made an announcement. According to reports, earlier this morning, rapper Lil Durk was assaulted in his cell block at the LA County Jail. The health of the rapper is unknown to the general public, but jails will probably alter now. Consequently,
man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, just taking a day at a time, just chilling and staying focused for real.
Yeah, I love the time we
from a federal prison.
I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Hey, look, that's all I'm talking about here. You know, the people here, they they get their time, and they ain't never experienced the world. So I be telling them stories, and they be on 20.
Wow. Yeah, man. I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes before you called me. Yeah.
Online rumors concerning Lil Durk's whereabouts then started to circulate. But something really odd caught the attention of fans. On the same day as Lil Durk's interviews, Quando Rondo and LOL Tim gave 2 different interviews, yet they both conveyed the same message. Some think it's a coincidence, while others think the feds are using it as a ruse to avoid being held accountable for their involvement in the Lil Durk hit. This is how Tiny...
I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f*** him and shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Rondo shared the sentiment, stating that he wished the matter had been handled more skillfully.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out, or whatever. Like that could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Despite the fact that these boys would take full responsibility for what happened to their brother Lil Pab if they had the chance to meet Durk, they were incredibly cordial in an interview about him. Durk's attorneys would now bring up this matter in court in the hopes that it would help him be placed under home arrest, and the judge would make his judgment a few days later. Lil Durk would be spotted on the news going into the courthouse. The federal government asserts that Lil Durk would have to declare bankruptcy and surrender all he possessed in order to be eligible for a bond. They worry that his wealth will be
bond for Lil Durk. Let me tell you about what options he has left and why the bond was denied this time. Now, he's in federal court on a murder for hire charge where he faces the possibility of life in prison. What that means is, under the federal law, it is presumed that you do not get a bond because the charge and the penalty are so serious. So your lawyer has to go out there and show why you should get a bond. Now, ultimately, what the district judge decided to deny the bond on was a couple of factors. There's a couple $1 million being put up, but it's not all being put up by Durk. Some of it is from the label, and ultimately Durk has a lot more money and assets than what's being put up. So if I let him out on bond and he tries to flee, he's gonna have tons of assets and money at his disposal.
Think Durk was denied a bond because he's so rich. Then you know nothing about the case, was the tweet that went viral as a result. The reason they are concealing this is to surprise Durk's lawyers by revealing that D's brother actually just found everything out. That's why D's younger brother's new proof was used in place of the lyrical evidence against Durk. The evidence files that I discovered are really worrisome. That was very troubling. Gathered Ted's plea for Durk and F members to come forward in the new body cam footage has altered the situation. It took a while to complete the documents Durk's attorneys provided in support of their bond request. D's younger brother is also known as Lil Ted. This is the primary man for Durk. He goes to Diddy for any work involving the streets. The police would pick Lil Ted up at a neighboring convenience shop and instantly apprehend him because he had a gun in his jeans pocket.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
Well, Atid was later taken to the police station. However, he started crying before he even entered. In order to avoid going to jail, he even assured the police, quote, I swear I'll tell y'all about the passings, but it was already too late for him.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Everything. I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
Ted was put in the waiting cell. He was spotted, sobbing uncontrollably. His only plan was to snitch on every team member he knew had committed severe crimes in order to escape.
Come on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right?
We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a buzz in prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
Things become really interesting. Since DDD is his older brother, their last names are identical. Everyone thought the person who had snipped using their family's last name in judicial proceedings was DDG. Since that's Lil Durk's best pal, the internet was going crazy. So, OTF. Boo had to go live on Instagram to correct.
No more know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all done threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. My kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
A large number of followers began reading the materials. Confusing things further, DJ Academics even mentioned
when you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, maybe jumped maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
Lil Durk has one more opportunity to be released from prison. Scholars would inquire as to whether Durk's attorney would accept a plea agreement. No
likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen, like, this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's gonna be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
There's just one reason they're working so hard. Durk's attorneys have used this tactic to win the lawsuit, claiming that everything Durk does in his music and online is an expression of his First Amendment rights.
First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records, and there are pop records, and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, the First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is...
When Drew Finneling stated this in a public interview. There was a significant problem, though. After hearing of the death of Glees, Durk's first-day acquaintance in Chicago last night, prosecutors developed their own argument. Consequently, the comment, "Has anyone heard from Jam after he snitched on Durk?" gained a lot of traction.
After
being exposed as a snitch on DJ Vlad's show, he has been missing for months.
There's a guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name.
Jam
now
got
he
him
put
in
everyone
a
in a jam.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years.
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case, but eventually he flipped.
A crib outside of Atlanta was where F members discovered Jam shortly after he was exposed as a snitch. Jam was reportedly punished for spying on F owner Lil Durk and provided a photo of a crime scene outside the home where he was living, according to sources. Since then, Jam has not received any communication. Jam gave the police information that will substantially damage Lil Durk's case. I will elaborate. More than 230 terabytes of digital material, including video surveillance, audio recordings, and an FF member, Jam, supplied this information. And 20,000 pages of reports are now being analyzed for discovery. Durk allegedly paid the federal authorities to deal with these two individuals. First, Stefan Mack purchased Durk's brother Ethan. The second was F Jam's baby mama, who sadly died after Durk discovered she had a wire around her neck. The Fed believes Jam is the key to Lil Durk's imprisonment for all three charges. Durk saw
check on your man. I heard you got his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I used to have a dare. Architect. Having a who? I'm having a dare. Schools had stuff down.
It was discovered that Durk had been playing 3D chess the entire time, after fans noticed that Jam was acting strangely. Throughout the Instagram stream, he wanted Jam to know that he knew Jam would cooperate because he would discuss it in a
see shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your is gonna cooperate.
In a subsequent statement, Durk would explain that he no longer even lives with his friends. He doesn't divulge any information. It was obvious that he was disappointed to hear that Jam.
Nobody's ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the you gotta watch
everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
It's crucial to remember that during this Instagram Live, Durk offered Jam a gift of $50,000. However, I want you to focus on the folks in the Instagram Live's background. It's crucial.
Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so baby mama get the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
for my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. This too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof
Bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did all?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12.
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
Durk recruited the men in the Instagram's lives backdrop, the same men who were shopping for jewels with King. Von too demonstrate their close bond and desire for retribution against him. These individuals contributed to the demise of Lope V as well.
I'll tell you, Stone.
We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy.
Let's go. It got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.